Okay. Check, check, check. Levels are good. So, the beautiful thing about last night was there was a 3-hour patch, according to PUBG affiliates. And the 3-hour patch that was installed was a patch that allowed a filter, cheat filter, on the game. Which means that all those fucking cheaters, excuse my French, can't cheat anymore. So all those follow bots, aim bots, all of those bots have been filtered out and they're unusable. So these people who have been cheating, although they might have some skill, can no longer rely on picking off easy targets and going for those easy kills because they can't cheat anymore. That being said, this just happened. Another beautiful game. So I'm going to take you down the rundown to this beautiful game where I have 4 confirmed kills, which is one better than the last one that I got, on the old Mexico desert map. That's what I call it. I don't know what it's actually called. So here we go. Of course, we all started in the prison. We have audio. There we go. Jumping in the plane, I do believe, right about now. And there we are. So there's all 100 people. Oops. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Actually, we can get rid of that. There we go. So now we get a list of all the players who are close by me. Now, this option is not active in the game, so I can't see who's nearby me or what their health levels are. All I basically see is what I look at. And that's going to be one thing that we, as people who are watching this replay, can look at. So where I'm heading right now is down there by Impala. I'm far enough away that I can be assured that I'm going to be alone. Nobody's going to be following me or anything like that. And there we go. Let's see if I can do it now. Nope. There is a way that I can actually look around and play back. But I'm looking around. I'm using the H tab to find out who's all around me. There's nobody around. So as I'm dropping, I'm kind of looking. I'm pretty far away. I don't want to be running all that distance just to get there at the last second and have to leave right away because the safe zone hasn't been set. So I figured take this van. Good old Volkswagen. It's everybody's favorite vehicle. Start off really choppy because I dropped down and I hurt myself. So I shake it off, grab the van, and I'm on my way. See this nice little road right here, so I take it. I'm like, cool. Take a trail all the way there, and I lose it right away because that's just what kind of idiot I am. So I come across here, I'm like, no problem. I'll just hop over all these hills and get onto my destination, and bam, I'm like, way to start the map. Can't get back up, so I jump out and I start running anyways because that's just what kind of idiot I am. So apparently railway high speed is the only one that's close by me. There is a way that I can actually look around, but that's gonna have to wait because I don't want to explore and then screw up this recording. So for now, we're just going to go by what my camera does and what I'm looking for. So I come up to Impala. Beautiful village it is. And I start looking for weapons. Check that shack because you know what? You might find a nice little compensator in there. Something that takes away the recoil on and kickback on assault rifles and small munitions guns. I quickly take a couple of essential stuff for whatever gun I might have. So tip number 1, loot for what you want or what you might get, not for what you have. I always find that if you loot for what you could get is way better than looting for what you have, because when you loot for what you have, you may have passed a bunch of things that you can't run back to because of the amount of time lost. So I quickly scour that, and there's nothing useful left. Ditch that building, and I contemplate taking up here, but I'm like, jumping up those rocks is going to take a little bit too much time. I'd rather just vault over something like that. So I vault over this quickly, get into this building, check it out quickly, because I don't know where anybody is, and I'm starting to see that there's like so many kills going on right now. Anyways, so moving along quickly, I try to get as much done as possible with trying to keep a good eye on my peripherals. I come across these painkillers, and I'm like, yes. So I'm looting for what I want, but I see some 45 munitions. I'm like, if I find a nice old Tommy gun, I'll be happy. So I grab the munitions for the 45, come across here, find some 7.62 ammo, and I'm happy with that too. I'm like, if I find an AKM, I'm good. And then I come across that little gem. 8x scope. Thank you, Jesus. Find a nice little level 2 backpack here. I'm just trying to maneuver my way around so I don't get the shotgun choke or the gas can. And I figure that building is wraps. So I come across here, find a nice little vertical foregrip. I'm like, if I get an, whatchamacallit, S-Carl or a Scar-L, that'd come in handy. Come across this nice little level 3 helmet, and I'm like, at this point I was like, well shit, now I just need to find a vest, and I'll be good if somebody shoots at me. As you can tell, only Xiao Yuri is close by me, but I don't know this. I'm still kind of like on end of who's close by me and who's not. And right now, all I'm looking for is an assault rifle. I don't want an Uzi. I don't want a shotgun. I don't want anything like that. I want an actual assault rifle. So I'm just bypassing everything. I didn't even see that 7.62 ammo sitting right there. I already have a mag clip in my bag, so I bypass that, and I come across this. I was like, kick ass! M416A, but it's an assault rifle. So I quickly load up, and I tuck that away, and I start looking for things that could be attached to that when I come across this. Hey! There's a reason why I picked up that 7.62 ammo and all that other stuff. So this is a nice gun that can support an 8x scope. So I quickly, listen. There's another 8x scope. Pick that up. Check out over here. I'm like, hey, another AKM. More ammo. All the more merrier. So at this time, I put on my scope, 8x scope, and I put on the extended mag. Click that, get 40 rounds. I'm like, okay, so that gives me a lot of room for error. I could shoot at somebody 10 times, miss them, and not have to worry about my clip. Come across this way, quickly run up here, just to cover all my bases, dot all my T's, cross all my I's. Nothing there. Take a quick peek over here. Nothing there. Take a quick peek over here. Nothing. So I retrace my steps so that I can go in that building. Now, you guys, I'm giving away all my secrets here, so I hope you appreciate this. My level 2 vest. I am floating on Cloud 9 right about now. Railway high speed in Xiao Yuri. Find some more 5.56 ammo here. Same gun, M416A. So I'm like, don't need to pick it up. Pick up all the health and whatchamacallits. I always like picking up every single first aid kit, med kit, energy drink, and find a 4x scope. I'm like, hey, I got something for my M416A. But anyways, I always pick up every single one of painkillers, and I pick up one pack of bandages, at least one, because every now and then you get that one bandage that you'll need, and you don't have to use up a full med kit or a full first aid kit to whatever, and you don't have to wait for the painkillers or energy drink. Comes in handy. Keep searching. Right at this point, I'm looking for a muzzle piece. I'm looking for a compensator, flash hider, silencer, and if I pick up any ammo, like right there, I'm happy. If not, I'm not going to cry. I believe this is an extended mag as well, so I attach that onto my M416A. So I can spray with two guns and not have to worry about it. I remember that I came in the bottom way in that building, so I don't worry about jumping down. I just come quickly to the last couple of buildings that are in here. Now at this point in time, the blue zone is already closing in, so I'm on a time crunch because I don't know where the white zone is going to end up. And I'm keeping a really good close eye on the map. So you don't see it, but I'm toggling my map quite frequently to make sure that I know where the zones are. I never pay attention to those airplanes because usually you get one super overpowered, but it always comes out to be like some kind of assault rifle. Nothing, in my opinion, spectacular enough to merit chasing after it. You might as well find a nice little gun that you can obtain. But for safety measures' sake, I make sure that nothing's dropping close by me. One, because if it's dropping close by me, I can grab it easily. Two, if there's anybody coming for that crate, I'd like to know who it is or where they are. So I quickly take a quick peek around, make sure that I'm still alone. I'm satisfied that I'm alone, so I take a look in the map, and blue zone is closing in the next couple of seconds. So I quickly run over to the very last building that I haven't been able to check just yet. Come through this door, jump through this window, quickly peek around to make sure that nobody started searching this area without me knowing about it. Didn't see anybody, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. Jump down here, and this is the last building. Take that, last 7.62 ammo, take the painkillers, and there's your bandages. So I come over here, and I figure, well, hey, the white zone is on me, so I might as well take up a little camping spot to wait out the zone. Wanted to make sure that that wasn't a level 3 helmet, because, that could attract some attention. So I choose this little beauty as my camping zone. One, gives me a great vantage point over everywhere, as I will show you once I get up these stairs. I keep a quick eye on all my horizons to make sure that they're all clear. Don't see anybody initially, even though Xiao Yuri is still close by me. I don't know where he is. He's not showing up. He's just within the vicinity of my zone. For all I know, he's in those buildings. So I take a quick peek around, make sure I can see everything around, and I notice that dune buggy, so I try to get a better view of the dune buggy right there, and I try to see if anybody else is sniper scoping around. Don't see anybody, so I'm satisfied with that. Take myself all the way up to the top, because eagles love their perches. Anyways, I don't see Xiao Yuri's name tag anywhere. That's odd. Normally I can see their name tag in the background wherever they be camping. Okay. Anyways, so we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to waste until the next zone closes in, and as you can see on the mini map there, the white line that's kind of angled around my 12 o'clock point, now my 3 o'clock point, is the safe zone. So I kind of explore this area a little bit because I've never really been here before, and I keep a really careful eye on this mountain range. I want to make sure that nobody's going to sneak up on me and get past my what's the term? Defenses? Lack of a better term. So at this point I start watching the kill count. Diamonds died by play zone, and that's kind of where I start to realize that things are getting pretty serious. Yeshua died by Blee. And still I don't see anybody coming up, and which I find was kind of odd, seeing as the white zone is right here. I kind of figured there'd be a lot of people gunning for the white zone around that area to where I'm covering. So I kind of wonder, where the hell is everybody? Are they like way over there? Yi Chen died outside of play zone. So I'm figuring they're all fighting over top of that mountain range, and I'm kind of debating whether or not I'm going to stick around until I see the blue zone, or until the blue zone comes onto the white zone. I'm still quite unsure at this moment. I want to take all the opportunity I possibly can, and I want to utilize all my time to get into the safe areas, wherever they may land after the blue zone meets up with the white. So I'm keeping a really close eye. As you can hear, another plane is flying overhead. I don't really pay attention to it. I want to make sure I know what it is, just in case it drops a crate, and maybe like peg off some people who are gunning for the crates. So I just make sure it passes by in a sufficient enough zone that it's not going to come within my I say peripherals, because, you know, it's peripherals is the sight to your sides, but it also kind of gives you an understanding that it's within your sight. So I still see nobody. I'm like, at this point, I'm kind of like looking at those houses. I'm like, am I missing something? Is there somebody in those houses that's gonna start running for it pretty soon? And time kind of catches up on me, and I don't realize that the blue zone is closing in. So I start to see like a little bit of faders happening, and something catches my eye to the left, because it was the blue zone that encroached upon upon that area. So I scope in, making sure nobody's like behind me here. Still only Xiao Yuri, and now the best shooter, has come across, and I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. I'm like, I don't want to be spotted if somebody's like sneaking up on me. And right about now is where the peripherals get me, and that's when I realize that the blue zone is right there. So I'm like, fuck. Do or die. Do I stay or do I go? I was like, well, if somebody's going to be chasing the blue zone, 2 people have already died outside the play zone that I've seen so far, or that I've noticed. So I'm like, you know what, good chances are is that somebody's going to be coming up around those mountains real quick. So I take one quick last look. And right about now is where I get pretty satisfied that nobody's coming up over those mountains. So I start bailing for it, I do believe. As I'm going down, I actually want to keep an eye on those rocks too, because I don't want somebody climbing around those rocks without me noticing and shooting me in the back. And I decide to book it. Nobody's coming. So let's go. Run. So I quickly check the map, and I get a little disheartened because my white zone is actually quite far away from me. This is where I am. Oh, hey, there they are. Shit. This is where I am. And the white zone is way over on the other side of the blue map. So I'm like, oh, Christ. Now I'm going to have to run. So I start trying to look for all the best spots to jump down without, like, really hurting myself. Right about here is where I put away my gun so that I could run that 0.6 times faster. Come on, put away your gun. Nobody's there. I noticed this. I was like, there's tracks down here. Is there a secret cave that I don't know about? Come over here. There's no cave. Okay, let's keep going. No exploring. You're going to waste time. So I start plotting out my point. I kind of take a look at the map. I'm like, I have to crawl across all this dark area, or I can go right around in the clean area. You know, it's still up for grabs. There's 26 people still alive. I was like, let's climb around the rocks. Another airplane to keep a close eye on that airplane just to make sure that it's not dropping a crate close by me again. I'm like, okay, good. Let's keep moving. Check down the roads, make sure nobody's close by. In the replay, you can see down on the mini-map, there's nobody close by, so I don't know that. So I'm trying to be strategic here. I'm like, I don't want to get sniped in the back. There's no worse feeling than being as quiet as you are, and then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, boom! You just get shocked and startled, and you scream like a little girl because somebody just jumped around the corner and went, boom! Anyways, I figure, you know, with this close game going on, I might as well run with my gun. Normally, I don't, because I like actually having the extra speed, the run speed. But I figure, you know what, safety first. Why not? It's like wearing your seatbelt in a car. Yeah, the 0.6 faster run is nice, but you want to be safe as well. So I put on my 4x scope because I don't want to scope in 8x zoom to somebody who may be only 400 meters away. That's kind of overkill. And across open here, I decided to put on my 8x scope again because, well, now an 8x scope is actually pretty viable. So I'm right now I'm running, but I'm not paying attention to where I'm running per se. I'm more interested in where's my cover and where is everybody. I still don't see anybody. So I'm kind of a little worried. I'm like, are they in those buildings right there? Are they to my left, to my right? Are they running with me? Is somebody running behind me and they're going to spot me right away and shoot me in the back? That's always a big fear of mine. Because right now it's, 5 o'clock in the morning? I don't want to be screaming like a little girl waking up everybody. So, blue zone's going to pass me by here, so I decided to pop some pills. The nice thing about pills is if you watch my life, every now and then, the pills will add a little bit of life. So, I kind of get stuck in the blue zone, and that's kind of my fault, stupid damn. And I kind of start counting my mistakes. I'm like, my life isn't going down that much, so I could make it. There still might be people behind me because, you know, a lot of people love floating the blue zone and loading themselves up on med kits and first aids just so that they can survive the blue zone to peg off people like me who just get caught in it. So I'm still trying to run strategically. I hear that cap going off. I'm like, ah, crap. So I move away from there because I want to get into the blue zone at least, out of the blue zone. So I quickly do that. Get out of the blue zone and I heal myself up. So what my strategy was take a Band-Aid. Let some of the painkillers do some of their magic. Stop. Dude. Okay, there we go. I stopped. Take another Band-Aid, let it do its magic, and seek cover. So while I'm doing this, I'm checking out the map. I'm like, okay, I'm in the blue zone, but where is the next white zone? I'm like, crap, I got a lot of traveling to do. So at this time, I'm trying to keep an ear out for who's close by me, because I can't see anything. In the mini map, or in the map here, you can see all the people close by me. However, I don't know where they are. Apparently, Xiao Yuri is right on top of me. I'm surprised he didn't take the chance to clip me out. Anyways, so I let my my painkillers, after I did my last band-aid, I let my painkillers do all the work. And I come up quickly as I can to the white zone, because that's the name of the game. Especially this late in the game, when you're in the blue zone, actually in the blue zone, not the safety zone, you get dinged for a lot of life, and I'm not even kidding you. It takes out chunks and chunks and chunks. 5 seconds in the blue zone and you're dead, kind of thing. So I really want to be in the safety zone. So I get in the safety zone and I start crawling around, because I have no clue where anybody is. And at this point in time, 13 people left alive means that there's a lot of eyes. 13 pairs of eyes just looking around. On the mini map, you can see the guy close to me on the left hand side, and I don't know he's there. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on. I'm also trying to make sure that my crawling sound is not going to attract attention too. And I'm just trying to be stealthy. So I'm listening for anybody close by, looking for anybody close by, looking for all the people who could be coming up around the ridge. Here's some popcorning off to my left. Not too concerned about that. All I'm concerned about is the white zone. Like I said, that thing's a killer. So I do a little strategy here. I'm like, okay, do I keep crawling? Well, I'll take some cover, because I don't know where anybody is, and I hear bombs going off. Fuck. So I'm worried about the popcorning that was happening just over this ridge, because I don't want anybody shooting in the back. So I'm like, stick close to this building here, and who knows, maybe I'll get lucky and somebody comes running for the building and I can just like clip them off like that, right? So I check out my scopes. Can't see anything because of everything around in front of me. Change my scopes to a 4x scope, because 8x scope is overkill. So I just play the waiting game. Oh, look at that. A helmet. I get a lucky shot off there. I'm like, okay, I need to get another shot. Right. Oh, I missed him. And I get the kill. So that's my first kill. So I'm pretty happy about that. I quickly get back in a safe position. I see this guy right there. I was like, come on. 2 kills. That'd be awesome. So I try to follow him, and he gets out of view. I'm like, shit, okay, well, at least I know where he is, and that's really all I care about. I'm like, okay, I know where he is. So I wait for him, I look for him, I can't see him, looking, there he is, but I can't scope him out. So I try to find a better vantage point, and I keep my eye on him, because I know he wants to get into the safe zone, and that's where I want to get him. So I wait for a better vantage point, and I take the same strategy as I did the last guy that I saw, which was get in front of this building and get out of these reeds so that I can get a clear shot. Quickly take a look at my 6. Blue zone is encroaching on white, and I'm like, okay, hopefully the zone is right on top of me, so I don't have to worry about that. No, it's not. Shit. So I start moving, and then I'm like, wait, he's going to have to start moving too. Is he crawling? So I keep looking around. I'm like, moving, look. I don't see anybody. And I don't want to start moving, and he sees me. So I stay put. I just wait it out. I'm like, there he is. So I quickly take an energy drink, because I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's going to fight, maybe not. So I'm blocked here. He starts coming up my way. I start to worry. So I take a pop shot, and he starts to freak out. He's like, start running, start running. So I keep a good eye on where he is, and he does this. I'm like, cool. Boom. Boom. And I take him out. So I don't worry about him. I take a look, 5 people alive. Now I got to worry about the safe zone, because I got 35 seconds to get to where I'm not going to be killed in outside a play zone. So I crawl along, and I'm keeping an eye on all my peripherals. crawling along, listening, not hearing anything. I'm really listening for anybody else crawling along as well, and I'm just ever so curious as to why there's no more popcorning going on. So over in the distance, over by that hill, right there, I notice somebody running. So I'm like, okay, nobody's there, and I really have to move. And I see that guy take a dive, so I don't worry about him, because I figure he's going to be more concerned about getting that crate than getting another kill. So I pop another energy drink, because watch how fast my life goes down. Chunk, 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 chunk. And I'm in play zone. I'm like, oh my god, I can't survive another one of those. So I bandage up, take a Band-Aid, take another energy drink, or no, pain pills, and I look for that guy who just got a kill. Do another Band-Aid. Start crawling to the safe zone. Keeping an eye on this guy, because I know he's there. It'd be stupid of me to go anywhere without keeping an eye on him, because he's the only person that I know could find me. If I saw him, then he could see me. So I try to get into a vantage point, and I figure maybe I can crawl up to him. So I start crawling his direction, and I see him do this. There he is. So I'm like, oh fuck, did he hear me? I quickly scope out. Too late. Stupid Dan. So he starts running, and he runs right into my fire right there. I'm like, yeah! 3 kills. Way to go. So I'm like, okay, I have no clue where anybody else is, and I'm sure that they heard my fire, and I'm like, okay, I got to get somewhere safe. So I quickly move over here, because now I'm in safe zone, and I noticed that happened. I'm like, fuck, we're the only 2 people alive, me and this guy. I know where he is. He has no idea where I am. So I just wait. All I have to do is just patiently wait. I know he's got to pop his head out sometime behind that rock. Did I miss him? Nope, there he is. Quick, 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 quick. Get into the scope. No, I missed him. And he throws a grenade. I'm like, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. It didn't hit me. And he threw that way off wherever I'm not. And I don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. So pop out your head again. Throw another grenade, please. So I make sure I keep an eye on where he was. And he doesn't come out. And I'm looking at the play zone. And I'm like, shit, I gotta move. I hear some running over there. I'm like, no way, he's out there. Sweet. So I crawl over. I know where he is. He's over that ledge. He's not behind the rock anymore. I'm like, sneaky bugger. So I quickly crawl over. I try to keep myself low as possible, because I don't know where he is still. So I come over here, and I'm looking for shadows. And I think I see one right over there in those grass over there. I'm like, is that him? I can't see. Is it him? Let's test out the waters. So I take a bunch of pop shots, and boom! Poo-ye-lay. Falls victim to August Child. And August Child wins. Cheats. would have taken you before yesterday and shot me in the back like dozens of times, because um, those players that were close by me, those three players that were close by me the whole entire time, could have those cheats and just track me through whatever building they are in, and they'll find me, shoot me, because they have that advantage of knowing where I am, at least, are not in the game anymore. Cheats like speed, sometimes speed is quite a factor, so when I'm shooting at somebody, their speed could take my aim right off them, so I can't shoot them, and boom, they can see me. So who's that shooting at me? Oh, it's him. Well, boom, he's dead now. So that's another way that people can cheat. There's so many cheats in this game that are now being filtered out, and it makes it for fun for people like me who just have the game, and that's it. It makes things fun, because I don't have to be a Superman anymore. I could just play the game, have fun, and know that everybody who is playing with me is on the same level. But there you have it. My third winner, with one more confirmed kill than I got last time. The first winner chicken dinner that I got was a fluke. I just ended up being able to survive until the end, where it just came down to me and the one guy, and I got one kill. That was my kill. And it just so happened that we were on a hillside, and we were crawling around in the grass like this again. And he and the other guy, because there were three of us left over, he and this other guy found each other. They started shooting each other out, and he's the one who survived. So he got back into the grass again, and I was too far away to do anything about it, so I just kind of stayed put. And he started flipping out. He gets up and he starts looking around everywhere, jumping up everywhere, trying to find me. And he starts throwing bombs everywhere, trying to find me. And he stops and he gets behind this tree to where he thinks that he's invisible. And I just scope out him and I shoot him up 3 times to get the winner. And that was the very first winner I ever got. I was so stoked. I was like, yay. Second winner that I ever got was on this map, and I believe it ended. Where it ended? Trying to remember. Right here, I believe it ended. And it ended right up there. If you want, you can check out my videos. To wherever you're watching this video right now, on YouTube, Facebook, or on Twitch, and you can watch that video in full. I do it the exact same way that I do this one, and I give a complete rundown of all my thoughts and what I'm thinking, what I have, how I strategize that one, and I ended up winning that game with an UMP, a UMP. That was pretty nerve-wracking, because that was in the time that people were able to cheat. And in fact, you could see some of the cheats that happen. People who magically are able to snipe me out with any angle that they have. It's pretty incredible. But this is the very first winner chicken dinner that I get without having to worry about cheats. And I gotta say, it's nice. A hell of a lot more fun. Anyway, I'm gonna stop wasting your time. Thank you for joining me. Schweppes ginger ale, that's what I'm drinking. Good stuff. Follow me. Click the like button if you like. Click the heart button in Facebook if you're watching. And yeah, that's how to strategize playing PUBG. I gotta wait. My computer's not the greatest. There we go. Alright, thanks for joining me, guys. Ciao.